In this practice, we're going to get stronger, more flexible, and balanced all at the same time. It's a well-rounded, strong, but basic full practice that will challenge you just enough without making you feel too defeated in just under 35 minutes. No fancy stuff, just the fundamentals. But don't be fooled because it's not going to be easy. If you have a block, a blanket, and a strap, grab them because we're going to use them. Sound good? Then let's do this. Starting in child's pose, rest the hips into the heels, forehead onto your mat if you can, and relax your shoulders. On your next inhale, fill the lungs all the way up. Then open your mouth and let it out with a sigh. Doing one more like that, big breath in, a little slower, a little deeper, filling the lungs, and then through the mouth, sighing it out. Breathing deeply here on your own, allowing each breath to get a little slower, a little deeper, relaxing your body into your mat, allowing the day to be left behind you as we prepare for the practice ahead. Today's practice will be a full body awakening. On your next inhale, fill the lungs all the way up again. Through the mouth, letting it out. Reach the arms forward. Inhale, come up to hands and knees. Bringing the wrist directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we're going to take some cat-cow stretches. On your next inhale, coming into cat, pulling the chest through the arms, arching the low back, lifting the head. Exhale, rounding it all in, tucking the chin to the chest. Inhale, come into cat pose again, pulling the upper sternum through the arms. Exhale, rounding it into cow, pushing the middle of the back towards your ceiling. Inhale, come into cat. Exhale, into cow. Moving with the breath, inhale to cat. Exhaling into cow. Let's take one more. Inhale, cat pose. Exhaling into cow. Inhale, come to a flat back. Tuck your toes. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. For your first downward facing dog, maybe bend the knees. Maybe roll over the toes of one foot, maybe roll that ankle around. Checking in with the body, see how the legs are feeling for you today. Then switch sides. Rolling over those toes, rolling that ankle. And then coming into your downward facing dog. You want to have a straight spine here, so if that means you bend the knees deeply, bend those knees deeply. It's much better to have bent knees and a straight spine than straight legs and a round back. Inhale, come into plank pose, upper push-up position. Holding for just a few breaths. Legs are strong here. Front body lifts, back body lengthens. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank pose again, upper push-up position. Exhale, lift the hips back to downward facing dog, pressing into the hands. Inhale, come into plank. Shoulders are over the wrists. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog, pressing the upper thighs back. Inhale, come into plank pose again. This time, exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. You're welcome to use your knees. Then release the toes, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, release the chest down. Strong legs here. Inhale, lift for another cobra. Make sure the traps are relaxed. Exhale, release the chest down. One more. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. You're welcome to use the knees, but inhale to plank pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Then release the knees to the mat. Drop the hips to the heels. Relax the forehead down. Child's pose again. You're always allowed to take this pose. If you need to take an extra breath or a little bit of a break, child's pose is always there for you. Reach the arms forward. Inhale, lift the hips, come to hands and knees, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths in your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank pose. Chaturanga, exhale. You're welcome to use the knees here. Inhale, come back up to plank, strong move. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, plank pose. Once again, the knees are always welcome here. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, come back up to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then walk your hands back towards your feet. Make sure the feet are hip distance, maybe even wider. Perhaps clasping opposite elbows, and allow your body to hang. If it feels good to gently rock side to side, feeling your low back releasing, you're welcome to do that. Still breathing fully. Breathing slowly. Then release the hands back to the mat. Walking to downward facing dog. Then inhale, come high into the feet, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, step to the front of your mats. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway to find a long spine. Exhale, fold forward and release. Do that again. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway. Exhale, releasing forward. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forward. This inhale, come all the way up to stand. Bringing your hands to the hips, bringing the spine vertical. Exhale, bringing the palms together. Checking in. How's our breath doing? How are we doing? As we awaken the body, release the hands down. Inhale, lift the arms for sun salutation A. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway. As you exhale, step back to plank pose. Pausing in plank to set it up. Inhale, shift onto the toes. Exhale, lower chaturanga. You're welcome to use the knees. Release all the way down. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale for cobra pose. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, strong legs. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to move nice and slowly, taking our time, setting things up. Inhale, high into the feet, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the front of your mats. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come to stand. Lift the arms. Exhale, arms by your side. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, shifting forward onto the toes. You can use the knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Release the toes, press into the feet. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Still breathing fully. Inhale high into the feet, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mats again. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, folding in. Inhale to stand, arms lift. Exhale, arms by your side. Arms up, inhale. Moving with your breath. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, shift onto the toes. Exhale, lower all the way down. Releasing the toes, press into the feet. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, strong legs. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come high into the feet, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding in. Inhale to stand. Arms lift. Exhale, arms by your side. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold, emptying the lungs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway, find as long a spine as possible. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, shift onto the toes. Exhale, lower chaturanga. You're still welcome to use the knees. Inhale for upward facing dog this time, or cobra, you choose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale fully. Breathing deep. Enjoying your breath rhythm. Enjoying holding downward dog. Inhale high into the feet, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, folding in. Inhale to stand, lift the arms. Exhale, arms by your side. Arms up, big inhale. Folding forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back and move through your chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose, step the right foot forward, release the left knee to the mat, release the left toes coming onto the top of the left foot. Maybe use a block, bring it under the left hand. Inhale, take the right arm up towards your ceiling. Low lunge twist. Grounding into the sole of the right foot. Planting the left palm firmly on a block or on your mat. Allowing the hips to shift forward as you open the right side of the chest. Take your gaze up to the right thumb and reach through that arm. On your next exhale, release the right hand down, move the block, tuck the toes of the left foot, lift the back knee, plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee towards the nose, release the left foot to the mat. Then lower the back knee. Release the right toes, grab the block if you used it on the last side. Inhale, left arm up towards your ceiling. Grounding into that front foot, allowing the hips to shift forward. Soften the neck, relaxing the traps as you spread the arms wide, reach through the left fingertips. Then as you exhale, release the left hand down, remove the block, tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the knee, plank pose, inhale, step the left foot back. Chaturanga exhale. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding down dog for just a couple of breaths. Inhale, come high into the feet, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come to stand, lift the arms. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up for chair pose. Holding chair pose. Lengthening the low back down. As you lift the chest, reach through the arms. Relax the traps away from the ears. Sitting a little bit deeper. On your next exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, step or jump, move through your chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward again, releasing the back knee, releasing the left toes, coming onto the top of the left foot. Inhale, lift the arms. And if it helps you to bring your hands to your hips to ensure that you're not overarching the low back, please do that. Bringing your thumbs onto the low back, you can actually use your thumbs to persuade the low back to lengthen, lift the frontal hip bones, and when you're ready, maybe take the arms back up and over the head. Grounding into the front foot, allowing the hips to shift forward. Maybe lift the chest, reach through the arms. A little bit higher. Take another inhale, then exhale, release the hands. Tuck the toes of the back foot, lift the knees, spin the left heel down. Inhale, windmill the arms up for warrior two. As you exhale, sink into your warrior two. The spine is tall. Arms are spread wide. Breath is full. Gaze is over the right hand. Bend deeply into the right knee as you straighten the left leg as much as you can. Enjoying just a couple of breaths here. Then inhale, reverse the warrior, right arm reaches up. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Inhale to plank pose, step the right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, big inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands, release the back knee, release the back toes. Inhale, bring the arms up over the head to lengthen the spine. And if you brought your hands to the hips on the last side, let's do that again. The body tends to arch the low back here. We want to try to flatten that as much as possible. So lengthen the low back down, lift the frontal hip bones up. Then when you're ready, release the arms towards the ceiling to lengthen the spine. Lower the hips and breathe. Whenever we reach limbs over our head, it's to lengthen the spine a little bit longer. Then on your exhale, release both hands to the mat, tuck the right toes, lift the back knee, spin the right heel to the mat. Inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior two again. And then drop into your warrior two, breathing well, getting into the legs, into the hips, while still lengthening the spine, engaging shoulders, spreading the arms wide to open up the front of the chest and create space between the shoulder blades. Then inhale, reverse the warrior, take the left arm up, exhale, windmill, both hands to the mat. Ride and inhale to plank pose, step the left foot back, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale for upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Release the knees to the mat, drop the hips towards the heels, relax the forehead down, soften the shoulders for child's pose. Enjoying your child's pose by breathing deeply. Reach the arms forward. Stay on the forearms and elbows, maybe walk them forward a touch. Have the arms and hands shoulder width. Step the feet back for dolphin plank. Trying to keep the spine straight, legs are strong, shoulders are over the elbows, arms are shoulder width, neck is long, breath is full. If you can, try to keep the palms flat on your mat. Just a few breaths here. Then walk the feet forward, coming into dolphin. Grounding into the forearms, into the elbows. To reach the chest towards the thighs. Lengthen the spine through the tailbone. Press the thighs back. Reach the heels to the mat. Take a couple of breaths in dolphin pose. Then release the knees, release the hips and forehead, child's pose. For this next one, you might want to use a block. I like to use a block, it tends to help. So if you have one handy, come on up, grab your block, place it flat with your thumbs and index fingers on the inside corners of your block. Palms are flat, elbows are shoulder width. Step the feet back for dolphin plank again. Strong legs, long spine, then walk your feet forward, coming into dolphin one more time. Inhale, lift the right leg up and come high onto the ball of the left foot, lifting the left heel. Now ground down into the elbows, lift the armpits up, lengthen the spine, and then release the right foot down to the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg. Like I said before, when we lift a limb above the head, it's to lengthen the spine. So really lift and reach through the left foot. Keep breathing well. Then on your exhale, release the left foot down to the mat. Release the knees, release the hips to the heels. Relax the forehead, child's pose. And come on out. Cross your ankles. If you can, roll over the feet onto the sit bones. You can move the block. Then we're going to come onto your backs. Press the soles of the feet into the mat. Knees are up towards the ceiling. Walk the feet towards the body until you can scratch your heels with your fingertips. The feet are hip distance, maybe wider, then grab that block again. Place the block between the thighs and squeeze the block with the thighs as you lift the hips for bridge pose. Grounding into the feet, lifting the hips, squeezing the block, and breathing fully. Just a few breaths here in bridge, allowing the squeezing of the block to activate the outer hips. Then on your exhale, release the hips back down to the mat. Make sure your feet haven't moved too much, maybe walk them back, or just make sure you can scratch the heels with your fingertips. Then inhale, lift the hips back up again by grounding down. This time, the option is to maybe interlace the fingers underneath you. You can keep the arms how they were. If you are interlacing the fingers, shimmy onto the triceps to lift the chest up a little bit higher. And then breathe here in your bridge pose. On your exhale, release the hips down to the mat. Remove the block from the legs and hug both knees into the chest. Massage your back by rocking side to side. Then you're going to release both feet to the mat, knees are still bent. Take both arms out to the side and allow both of your knees to fall to the left, giving yourself a simple and gentle twist. Maybe turning the head over the right shoulder to complete the twist in the spine. And just breathe softly here. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Exhale, knees over towards the right. Turning the head over the left shoulder. The arms out to the side help keep you leveraged and grounded. Try to keep the left shoulder blade on your mat. Inhale, bring the knees back up. You're going to release the left leg forward. Hug the right knee into the chest. If you have a strap, grab a strap. You can also use a belt or a towel or even a shirt. Place the strap underneath the sole of the right foot. Holding on to the strap, straighten the right leg as much as you can. The left leg stays straight as you start to draw the right leg towards the body. Using the strap to make sure that the leg stays straight. If the knee is bent here, you can release the right leg towards the floor, holding on to the strap wherever you need to in order to straighten the right leg. And then just breathe as you draw the leg in using the strap. Then we're going to switch sides. Go ahead and just bring the left foot into the strap. Release the right leg down, holding on to the strap wherever you need to keep the left leg straight. And then draw that leg towards the body. Then we're going to bring the right foot back into the strap to join the left. So both legs now. Reaching through the heels. Pressing your thighs forward, opening up both legs. Once again, holding on to the strap wherever you need to in order to keep the legs straight. And then hugging your knees into the chest. Release the strap, letting it go. Then you're going to rock up to a seated position. If you'd like, you can take a couple of rock and rolls. It's a great way to feel a little massage on the back muscles. Then coming into a seat, bring the soles of your feet together. Maybe scooch the hips forward. Allow the knees to open up wherever you can. Lengthen the spine, folding forward for butterfly. Taking a couple of breaths here, your butterfly pose. Inhale, come on up. Take the hands to the outer knees. Straighten the legs. Maybe grab your strap again if you need it, or a towel or a belt if you have one handy. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, and then exhale, folding forward. Keeping the spine as straight as possible, holding on to the strap wherever you need to. If you can grab the feet, you're welcome to grab the feet here. Then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the strap. Come to a cross-legged seated position, and we're going to grab a blanket or a towel if you have one. Place it underneath both sit bones to give your hips a little elevation. Inhale, lift the arms to lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward for your hip opener. And with every breath, just softening a little deeper into it. Inhale, coming up, switch the crossing of the legs, have the other leg in front, still on the blanket if you like to use it. If you have tighter hips, it helps a lot. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward again. Relaxing into your fold as we draw near the end of this practice. Deep breaths. Inhale, come on up. You're going to remove the blanket from underneath the sit bones. Keep it close though, we're going to use it again. We're going to roll it up this time to bring it underneath our knees to prepare for Shavasana. Take the arms out to the side, palms up. Relax the body. Then on your next inhale, fill the lungs. Nice big inhale. And then through the mouth, exhale. And take rest. On your next inhale, fill the lungs all the way up. Then big exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, reach the arms over the head, legs towards the front of your mat, stretching the body long. Exhale, letting it go. Bend the knees up, gently rolling onto your right side, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Move the blanket, sitting cross-legged, joining palms, being grateful for this practice, the opportunity to fully awaken the entire body. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today, and I truly do hope that you're able to find it helpful. If you have any questions at all about this practice, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely respond to them. If you're enjoying these practices, consider hitting the like button so that they can be shared with more people like yourself, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be in the know of when I drop new videos. If you're interested in diving deeper on how we can move the yoga practice off of our mat and into the rest of our lives, check out my podcast linked below and be on the lookout for other content that I'm creating. I'm new to YouTube and I'm really wanting to connect with a meaningful community here, and I'm so stoked that you are a part of it.